All right, it is Investor Shedrack, Investor Shed YouTube channel. Please, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. In this video, we shall be discussing amount of 1 naira per annum. Amount of 1 naira per annum. This is a sum which a series of deposits will accumulate if invested at the end of each year at a specific rate of compound interest. What do I mean? If I decide to be investing a particular amount every year, amount of 1 naira per annum is similar with its amount of 1 naira, but amount of 1 naira is a one-time investment. Why? Amount of 1 naira per annum, it is every year you keep on investing that amount. All right, that is amount of 1 naira per annum. He said, how much will my known amount be in the future if I decide to be investing it at a particular interest rate? So the formula for amount of 1 naira per annum is A minus 1 over I. We already know what A is, which is amount of 1 naira. So A minus 1, A is now broken into pieces as 1 plus I raised to power n minus 1 over I. So let's look at this example so that we'll understand it more. All right. Now in this question it says, supposing a landlord is investing 10,000 naira out of his annual rent at a compound interest rate of 5.5% for a period of 15 years, how much will the landlord receive at the end of the period? All right. It says supposing the landlord is investing 10,000 naira out of his, and maybe his annual rent is 200,000, we don't care, but he's removing 10,000 naira out of his rent every year. All right, at an interest rate of 5.5%. Maybe he's saving it somewhere and it is generating 5.5% of that money. That 10,000 is investing every year. So you want to invest that money for 15 years. How much will the landlord receive at the end of the period? How much will that 10,000 naira at that 5.5% be at the end of the period, at the end of that 15 years? So let us try and see how it is being calculated. Don't forget, amount of 1 naira per annum. I know how much I'll be investing every year, but I don't know how much it's going to be at the end of the season. Amount of 1 naira alone, Kuma, that one you know how much you invest now. It is a one-time investment, but this one, it is every year you keep on investing that amount. So let us start. Like I said earlier, we'll start with our analysis. You have to bring out everything in written form, all right, in quantitative form. All right, so now the analysis said the amount, our amount is how much? 10,000 naira. All right, the year, you say for how many years? 15 years. And at what interest rate? Interest rate at 5.5%, which is equals to 5.5%, 5.5% is still in percentage, which is equals to now 5 divided by 100. 5.5 divided by 100 is equals to 0.055. All right. Now this is our interest rate, and our formula is A minus 1 all over I. All right. So let's input these figures to this formula. Now A is equals to 1 plus I close bracket raised to power n minus 1 all over I. Now which is equals to 1 plus I. Our I is set to be 0.055 close bracket n. Our n is 15 years minus 1 all over, and our I is 0.055. All right, so let's come back here. It is 1 plus this is going to be 1.055 raised to power 15 minus 1 all over 0.055. All right, 1.055 raised to power 15 is equals to 2.2325. All right, 4 decimal places minus 1 all over 0.055. Okay, now 2.2325 25 minus 1 is going to be 1.2325 all over 0.055. 1.2325 divided by 0.055 is equals to 22.4091, four decimal places. Now you now multiply it by what? Our 10,000. All right. So 10,000 times 22.4091, which is equals to 224,091. Now, if he's investing 10,000 naira or 10,000 every year out of his rent received in his property at an interest rate of 5.5%, that is saving this money at the end of 15 years, this is the amount that his money is to be generated. Now, in a layman's ideology, you say, then maybe a bank will say 10%, and at the end of the day, they'll just give him one time 10% of his investment. After 15 years, 10,000, 15 years is 150k, 150,000. Then they'll say they'll give him 10%, which is 15,000. That is how much? 165,000. Now check the difference between 165,000 and what's the name? 224. So that is what it means. This is what amount of 1 naira per annum means. You know how much you'll be investing every year, but you don't know how much that amount is going to be at the end of the period. That is what amount of 1 naira per annum means. Please take note. Amount of 1 naira is different from amount of 1 naira. Amount of 1 naira per annum is different from amount of 1 naira. Amount of 1 naira per annum is every year you'll be investing that money. But amount of 1 naira, it is a one-time investment. It is a one-time investment. But amount of 1 naira per annum, it is every year you'll be investing that money. So thank you very much.